The week-long World AIDS Day commemoration for 2024, organized by the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, NACA, culminated in a grand finale, bringing together key stakeholders to celebrate progress, highlight gaps, and inspire continued action in the fight against HIV and AIDS. The event opened with a welcome address from the Director General of NACA, Dr. Temitope Ilori.
I have the singular honor and privilege to welcome you all to the 2024 World AIDS commemoration with the theme, Taking the Right Path, Sustain the HIV Response and Stop HIV amongst Children to End AIDS in Nigeria by 2030. This year, we are placing special emphasis on stopping AIDS among our children, as well as raising the consciousness on sustainability and ownership of the HIV response. Nigerians' response has seen remarkable achievements under this administration and of course with the unwavering support from partners. As we commemorate this year's World AIDS Day, I urge all stakeholders to recommit to Nigerians' HIV response. Let us focus on sustainability, equity, and protecting the rights of people living with HIV. Let us strengthen the community-led initiative. Let us advocate for inclusive policies and foster partnerships that accelerate our progress. Let us remember that the power to end AIDS lies in our hands. By standing together, by breaking down barriers, by fostering equity, we can achieve the goal of ending AIDS as a public health threat by the year 2030. And I say together, let us make history and leave no one behind. Thank you.
Goodwill messages and remarks followed, delivered by representatives of relevant ministries, departments and agencies, implementing partners, as well as community-based and civil society organizations.
This year, World AIDS Day reminds us that the fight against AIDS can be won if leaders take the right-based approach to ensure that everyone, especially the most vulnerable, can get the services they need without fear. We will overcome AIDS if the rights of everyone, everywhere, are protected. I call on all leaders to heed this year's theme and take the right path to eliminate HIV/AIDS. Our profound appreciation to His Excellency, President Bola Tinubu, GSFR, for reaffirming his commitment to sustaining the gain made in the national HIV response through keeping people on life-saving treatment, delivering prevention services, and upholding the human rights for all. With determination and collective action, we can end AIDS as a public health threat by the year 2030.
PEPFAR Nigeria's partnership with the government of Nigeria, civil society, and other stakeholders remains resolute, and we are committed to accelerating progress to end HIV and AIDS as a public health threat by 2030, but we do need an increase in domestic resources. And I believe that the Abuja Declaration, which was birthed here in Nigeria, we collectively can support and be able to achieve that 15% goal. Taking the rights path is a choice. It's a choice we all can take individually, institutionally, and financially. Actions speak louder than words. We have the resources, the manpower, the scientific innovations to ensure no Nigerian child is born with HIV. And together we will secure a future for generations to come.
As NEPA, we remain committed to supporting the national HIV response. We will continue to advocate for the rights and needs of people living with HIV and AIDS in Nigeria, and we will work tirelessly to promote HIV prevention and treatment among all persons who are living with the virus in Nigeria. To the government, our partners, and our stakeholders, I urge you all to join us. This journey, let us work together to take the right path to sustain HIV response, to stop HIV infection among children.
A highlight of the event was UNAIDS' appointment of renowned actress and filmmaker Funke Akindele as its goodwill ambassador for Nigeria.
Well, this is a very beautiful plaque, and I am sure that there's going to be an episode of Jennifer's Diary on this, and I hope to see this plaque prominently in that episode. Congratulations.
My turn to thank you for your support, HIV/AIDS, and positive social change. For us, that goes beyond the border of Nigeria, resonates across the continent of Africa and across the globe. And this is just a little recognition, and I continue to count on your support, because the fight against HIV is far from over, as it has been reminded.
My singular honor to decorate you as our goodwill ambassador for your prominent role in advocating good health, wellness, and as a mother, as a woman, as a wife, as a role model to the young, to the youth, to the women. We're proud to associate with you. Thank you.
I consider this appointment as not just a recognition or any other ambassadorship or brand campaign role, but a call to action. My sincere gratitude to UNAIDS for recognizing my work, for enabling me to take on this mantle, to selflessly contribute my quota in the fight against HIV/AIDS. Essentially, the fight against HIV/AIDS is one that demands more than policies. It requires passion, collaboration, and an unyielding belief in the dignity and human rights of every individual. We must also pay attention to the sensitization of the public by investing more in digital content that can reach out to people faster and resonate with them more. I'm quite excited to partner with NACA, UNAIDS, and other partners in this regard. And I know you all are waiting for Jennifer to talk. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you.
Okay, now.
So you are here for calling me on board to be a ambassador, could be ambassador. I want to pledge to you all. I am a youth ambassador. Yes. I'm an ambassador for women. I'm an ambassador for human beings. And I pledge that I will support this cause. To the end, we will use social media to promote, to pass message across to people, to our adolescents, to our teenagers, and told them that hastiness is best. But if you cannot hastiness, you have to protect yourself. You say condom. Protection is better than kill. And to the women out there, you are pregnant. They do test for you, they say you have HIV. Don't run into your skeleton cupboard. Go and took your draw. So that your children will not have faith. People will say, I want to gem one more. I want to reap the fruits of my labor. But if you do not protect yourself, you are HIV positive. You will pass it to the children. How do you want to reap the fruits of your children? Protect them now. So as your ambassador, I'm on board. Thank you so much, everyone.
Delivering the keynote address, the Minister of State for Health called for scaling up interventions, particularly for children and vulnerable groups.
The federal government of Nigeria, under the leadership of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, remains committed to achieving the goal of ending AIDS by 2030. Thank you. And we are determined to sustain the response where no child is left behind. This commitment is anchored under the health sector renewal investment initiatives and the various reforms to ensure availability of reliable data, medicine security, including HIV treatment inputs, sustainable domestic resource mobilization, HIV service integration, strengthening oversight, improving coordination, and so on. Let me use this opportunity to therefore call on our subnational governments, state and local governments, the private sector, our partners, community and religious leaders, NGOs, CBOs, and all stakeholders in the fight against HIV to take the right paths by scaling up interventions aimed at preventing HIV transmission among children. Our strategy must be holistic, addressing the social, cultural, and economic barriers that hinders access to healthcare services for women and children. At this juncture, let me acknowledge the support of our supporting partners, especially the United States government and the Global Fund, jointly responsible for keeping over 1 million persons on treatment. I'm also grateful to the United Nations, especially UNAID, for the effort to support us in the fight to end AIDS in Nigeria. As we move forward in our fight against HIV/AIDS, let us remember that the success of our efforts depends on the involvement of every citizen. Everyone's voice matters, and it's only through collective action that we can truly make a difference.
The event featured panel discussions with experts and stakeholders who shared insights on key issues in the HIV response, focusing on strategies to accelerate progress and strengthen partnerships in the fight to end HIV by 2030. The event also featured the unveiling of several key documents, including operational manuals, guidelines, and toolkits designed to enhance Nigeria's HIV response. The 2024 World AIDS Day commemoration concluded on a hopeful note with a collective call to action, inspiring renewed commitment toward a HIV-free future for Nigeria.
For more information on HIV and AIDS and related diseases, or to report suspected cases of stigma and discrimination, violence and human rights violation, please call the National Call Center, toll-free on 6222. Reach us via social media at National Call Center or email callcenter@naca.gov.ng and visit our website on naca.gov.ng.